What's up guys, it's Clifftongasium, and I'm here to show you my battle against the lovely mmtoastee. This is our first round battle, Slytherin versus Hufflepuff. This was a good battle in my opinion. Well, it was a good battle in my opinion because I won. But anyway, let's not pussyfoot around and get straight into this one. So I'm on the other side for some reason, I don't really understand why, but I'm going to lead off with my Umbreon. She's going to lead off with her Rotom Cut and get that massive trick in, just shutting my Umbreon down straight off the bat, as I try to go for my substitute and start to set up on this Rotom Cut. But oh well, I'm going to go in for the hard switch into Chandelure as she goes for the Volt Switch. She Volt Switches out into this Credilli, and as you can see, I'm spec Chandelure, so I'm going to do a fuck ton of damage, and I get the burn, and everything is looking good for me. She does get these Stealth Rocks up, and you know, the second Fire Blast is obviously going to kill, but now she has this initiative to go into that Swampert. I can't hang around, so I'm just going to go into Roserade predicting the Waterfall. She would have been silly to have not gone for the Waterfall then, because if I had stayed in and it turned out that I wasn't specs, I could have just like energy balled for the kill. But here I'm going to miss my Sleep Powder on the switch into the Roserade, and she's going to set up her first layer of spikes. I finally hit this Sleep Powder on the second time, and now I'm just going to Sludge Bomb because I run max special attack Roserade. You know, I'm just going to scout out to see how much damage I can do. It does a fair chunk in my opinion. It's like a 4-hit KO or something, but she does get that early wake up and get her second layer of spikes up. But I do get my second Sludge Bomb off, and I'm doing a lot of damage. Here I'm just going to switch out into Nidoking, hoping beyond hope that she just goes for the third layer of spikes. But she does actually rest, and now Nidoking is looking good, and I'm just going to Ice Beam because, you know, safest move. I didn't want to risk going for the Fire Blast there. And the Ice Beam does a nice amount of damage to that Swampert, but I'm not going to hang around. I'm just going to go out to Roserade again, but she does predict it and get that Avalanche off on my Roserade, and now bring me down to 5-5. Chandelure's going to come in, take so much damage from that entry hazards that, you know, I'm just going to leave him in to die now. I get the energy ball off on the Rotom Cut, and Toasty here goes for the Volt Switch, thinking that she probably wouldn't outspeed, but knowing that I probably wouldn't hang around. So she goes into her Swampert here, and I see this as an opportunity to come into my Omastar and fake the smash and just Ice Beam. But she doesn't over predict, she just roars me out, predicting the Shell Smash, but she does roar me into my Kingdra, and I'm like, yes Kingdra, epic, because now I can just Dragon Dance up in her face and just scare her. But she does go for that Toxic, thinking that she could probably take me down, but as you'll see later in the battle, this is a rest set Kingdra, Resto Chesto, so I can just Dragon Dance up until I get low down on health and then just rest everything. But here she does roar me out, which is a good play on her part, but she roars me into the Umbreon, and I see this as a perfect opportunity to go for a Wish, knowing there's only one thing on her team that can probably outspeed me, and it probably can't heal me if I'm at near full health. So I take lots and lots of damage to that entry hazards, and she goes into her Nidoking, and I get my Wish recovery. Now I'm looking in a good shape. I know I can live that Thunderbolt there, and I can get a Dragon Dance up. Now I have to Waterfall here, because if I don't Waterfall, that Nidoking could kill me. But she switches out, and I get the Waterfall off on this Swampert, killing it. Maybe she thought that the Swampert could live it better. I do get the crit, which is kind of lucky. But here I'm down to 1% HP, and I'm just going to rest up, knowing that I can live the Volt Switch from the Rotom Cut, and knowing that I can start to sweep this team. From the health I'm at now, I know I can live an Earthquake from this Crocodile because it's got no Moxie boosts, and it is Scarfed, not Banded, so that's going to go down to a Waterfall. The Rotom Cut comes in, I know I'm quicker, so I can just Outrage on that, and here we go for the 3-turn Outrage. The Nidoking comes in, I know I'm quicker, Outrage, boom! And I do manage to pull the 3-turn Outrage, so I do manage to sweep from 4-4 with this Kingdra, and that was a good game, Toasty. Make sure to check out all of the battles that Croak's going to put up from his tournament. There's a lot of good battles coming up, and there's another battle from me, which is the final decider battle between myself and the one and only Herpy Derpy. So be sure to go and check that out. Be sure to go and check Toasty out. She is a friend of mine and Croak's. And last but not least, come and check me out, because you know, your life wouldn't be complete without a British person to poke fun at. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time.